right. Hello, everybody. All right, you guys, let me send out the tweet. Let folks know we're here. Send that out. And let me see. All right, you guys, we should be up and running live on, should be showing live on YouTube now too. Uh-oh, what'd I do? All right, I'm gonna move this over here. That down. All right, let me just check Facebook real quick. And put this picture up. Let's see. What happened to it? Oh, that's why. All right, scoot them down. All right. Hey, how is everybody? Cornbread. Almighty. The Sanguine. Am I pronouncing that right? I think I am. And of course, Cobra in the house. All right, let me link this up, you guys, so I can put this post out on Facebook, let folks know that we are doing our thing. And then we'll get into it. Really get into it. Copy. Paste. All right, there we go. We're good to go. Okay. All right, hopefully all is well. Anyway, man. I know, Cobra, I know. Cobra wants to do Sunday nights, you guys. Which I'm actually really open to. But so we can do that. We can move from Monday to Sunday and Thursday. That works for me. Oh, heads up, you guys. So this stream might be a little bit shorter because I probably have lost my mind. But I'm going to try and see 2 movies tonight. I'm going to try and see the 10:45 showing of Ad Astra. And then right after that, I'm going to go see Rambo. I don't know. I hope Rambo's good because I might be asleep in Rambo. We'll see. All right. All right, Mania joined us. Cool. And I just put it out on Facebook, so we'll see how many folks we pick up. So here's the deal, though, you guys. Let's jump in, though, because when other folks come on, they can join us. So, you know what? I wanted to talk about a couple of different things. Number one, the main thing I wanted to focus on, I don't know if the thumbnail is coming up, was Mortal Kombat. So I don't know how many of you guys are looking forward to that, but they have started shooting. So it is official that the movie is happening, and they are shooting the movie as we speak. So that's a good thing. Yeah, I'm going to go see both of those guys tonight if I can, Cobra. That's the plan anyway. I don't know. My wife might have something different to say, but that's the plan. All right, guys, but check it out. So I wanted to know, well, first of all, how many of you guys are planning on going to see Mortal Kombat? Anybody excited about that, Mortal Kombat 2021? I'm just curious. Yeah, I don't know what's up with the New Mutants. I don't even know what to say about that. I literally do not know what to say about New Mutants. Well, so here's the thing, man. I thought the original one was good too, but the only reason I thought the original one was good, if I'm being honest, is because like I was excited about the video game. But when you look back at the original one and you think about some of the movies you've seen that's come after that, it's really not that good of a movie. I mean, it's okay just off of the hype of playing Mortal Kombat and then seeing something like that being brought to the big screen. But now I'm just like, it's not that great of a movie. You know what was good, and some of you guys may have seen this on YouTube because they kind of floated it out there as a web series. I liked the different things that they showed so far with Mortal Kombat Rebirth. Any of you guys see any of those on YouTube, those short clips? Because they were thinking about doing a web series, and then something happened to it. I don't know what happened, but it just kind of never materialized. You know what? So here's the thing, Cobra. We're about to look at the cast list right now. And at first I was worried too because like there's no heavy hitter really in the movie. But what I would say is there's no Hollywood heavy hitter. We're gonna look at the cast in a second. I'm about to pull it up and we can check out who is playing who. When you look at that list though, and you think about some of the folks that you're gonna see on that list, they have been in some really good movies. They're not Hollywood A-listers, but I'm betting in other places around the world, they're probably A-list actors. I'm almost sure of it. You darn Skippy Mania is rated R. From what I'm hearing, man, this thing is going to be like the video game in every way, if not worse. So it's going to be crazy graphic from what I'm hearing. And some people are making comparisons to kind of Deadpool. It's going to have that kind of maybe visual appeal. And I didn't realize that James Wan was directing this. So I feel a little bit better now hearing that. Yeah, I'm telling you, man. Cornbread, the Rebirth was good. I don't know what happened to that. I don't know why they canceled that. I know that some people were upset because they felt like they changed the story so much that it really messed with the mythology of the game. If you want to say the game has mythology, some people are arguing that the movie might not be that good because it doesn't have any real mythology, which is like crazy. The only way anybody could say something like that is if they haven't played the game. But they were saying they didn't like the fact that they took the characters from out of Outworld and put them in, I guess, a contemporary setting and really almost just built a tournament around it, kind of like Bloodsport. So people didn't like that about Rebirth. I thought Rebirth was fantastic. I loved it. How many of you guys have seen any of the clips from the Rebirth? Because if you haven't, I'm just going to pull it up. Have all of you guys seen a clip from the Rebirth? You know what, Mania? I don't think we have a Johnny Cage so far in the new movie. So if you have not seen a clip from the Rebirth, anybody, you guys want me to pull it up? Because we can watch it real quick. All right, let's pull it up real quick, you guys. We'll pull it up on the tube. And I'll let you guys see it if you haven't seen it. It's good, man. And it what's her name is in there from Jerry Ryan is in there. Plays 7 of 9 on Star Trek. All right, let's see if I'm not gonna play all of it, you guys. Just play a short clip of it. Let's see. All right, this thing's 7 minutes long, so I'm not gonna play all of it. Hold on. Let me see. Let me switch to it. I think that's it. All right. You guys can see and hear that?
This afternoon, Governor Muldoon once again responded to accusations that he has lost faith in the ability of the Deacon City Police Department to maintain order.
Can you guys see it?
He insists that Captain Jackson Briggs and his Violent Crimes Unit have his full backing and support. He claims the situation is under control.
I'm telling you, it already looks good. I don't know why they never furthered this show. I love him as Jax, man. He's like perfect for Jax.
6'1", born with a rare disorder called Harlequin ichthyosis. Skin produces too many cells, causing massive diamond-shaped scales that can't retain water. In addition, the eyes are formed inside out. Life expectancy is 2 weeks. This guy's 30. He likes to rip the heads off his victims' bodies. He stores the heads in his refrigerator. And when he's hungry, he eats them.
That's what happened. So Cobra saying they lost the budget for it.
Code name.
I wouldn't mind seeing Ryan play Cage too. All right, guys, we'll watch it like a minute more, then
Next up,
we'll get back to it.
Dr. Alan Zane, plastic surgeon. His first victim likely accidental. The next 24 were not. Zane couldn't take being a failed doctor, so he went psychotic and turned the knife on himself. He pierced his face, sharpened his teeth into fangs.
All right. So anyway, guys, you can see that clip on YouTube.
Code name.
I think they got like
Baraka. Last contact we had with Baraka was through Johnny Cage. Yeah, that's right, the old action hero. After his movie career died, he needed work. We had him working for us undercover.
All right. Anyway, that's a clip of it. Sorry, I didn't want to play the whole thing. I just wanted to get a little bit of fight action in there. So that was something that they started a while ago, but it just never came to pass. And it sounds like, I think Cobra said that they lost the funding for it. So I guess that's what happened. But that thing looks awesome. So I would have loved to have seen something like that. But so check this out, you guys. Let's look at the cast because they've already started shooting. But I think there's still some more folks that are up in the air. But this is who we have so far for the cast of Mortal Kombat. Some of these guys will look familiar. Some of them they won't. So check it out. So you know we have Joe playing Sub-Zero. So you guys knew that, right? You guys knew that Joe was playing Sub-Zero. Joe from the Raid. Joe from Warrior. So we got him as Sub-Zero. What do you guys think of that choice? You like that, or would you put someone else in the place of Sub-Zero? Yeah, I think he's good. And the thing about him, man, and that's why I really hope that the writing is good for this, and that makes me a little bit nervous because, like, everybody is new, man. Like, the director is new. We'll look at the director in a second. And the writer is new. Now, the writer did say that he's basing it off the video game, but I need this to be more than just a fatality fest. Like, I'm really looking for a good movie here. I'm looking for a good story. I'm looking for good world building. And I feel like the video game has all those elements in it. So I'm looking for performances, not just seeing like cool effects with people getting torn apart, basically. I'm looking for a lot of stuff, so. Cornbread, you don't like him? Cornbread, who would you put in his place? Oh, no, you said good. Sorry. What I like about Joe, too, is that, like, he's a legit martial artist, too. So he's probably going to be able to do a lot of stuff himself. So we're going to get some nice shots and not a whole bunch of, like, shots shrouded in darkness, I hope, or a whole bunch of fancy camera cuts hiding the fact that the dude can't really do the stuff. All right. Here's what we have for Liu Kang. What do you guys think? Sorry, I went up too much. I don't know this guy. I never really watched Black Mirror. So it says he's been in Striking Vipers and in Black Mirror. I don't even really know either one of them. I agree, man. I agree, Sanguine. If they did that, it would be awesome. Like, this thing has potential to be really, really big because the game has a whole bunch of lore. The storyline is interesting. The characters are interesting. If they write for it well and we get good acting, I'm telling you, man, like, I could see this being really good, not just kind of a throwaway movie in the sense that, like, you're only going because you want to see, finish him. I think it could be actually really good. So he's playing Liu Kang. I don't really know him, so I can't really speak to how well he's acted or how well he acts. I haven't seen Black Mirror, even though I know it's pretty highly rated on Netflix, at least the last time I looked. And I don't know anything about Striking Vipers, so I have no idea what that is. All right. Now here is where I'm a little bit upset. Like, I'm not really feeling this. Now, you guys might recognize this guy from Supergirl. I don't watch Supergirl on the WB. So if this is a good choice, then somebody let me know. But I really would have liked to have seen Michael Jai White in this role. I don't understand why they didn't put him in this role unless they're just trying to cast a younger Jax. But I think Michael Jai White would have been perfect for this role. So yeah, I don't know why he's not in there. Like, my thing is, you have to get, to me, a decent actor, and I think Michael Jai White is a decent actor. I would even put him above decent, depending on the role he's playing. But you also need a good martial artist, because the bedrock of this movie is martial arts. So you need somebody that can pull off those martial arts moves. You need that execution. Again, I hate to keep bringing it up, man, but that's why ITB was so good, because those folks worked so hard at being able to do their own fight choreography, and it made the show that much better because you could show them full frontal, you could show them full camera, and you saw it was them doing most of the stunt work. Oh, was he? See, I didn't know that. So Cobra, was he? I didn't see that. Was he good in that? Yeah, that might be a good choice too, Mania. All right. So, what about Sissy Stringer as Milena? How you guys feel about that? Trying to see again. I don't even know what what has she been in? Who is she? I don't know who she is. Yeah, I don't know who she is. Like I said, either one or two things. I hope number one, I hope they all can act really well. But if they're not already martial artists, I really hope they're apt to be able to pull off the choreography. Oh man, what's her name from Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon? And she's not a martial artist. She was in a lot of the Rush Hour movies too. The Asian woman, Zhang Zi Yi, I think is how you pronounce her name. And she looks like a beast on screen. And from what I understand, she is not a martial artist at all. She's a dancer. She's a high caliber dancer, but she's not a martial artist. But man, if she doesn't look like a monster on screen, she looks amazing when she's executing those moves on screen. Cornbread, I know nothing about her. I know nothing about her. I can almost guarantee, Sanguine, that it's going to be a CGI fest. And the reason I say that, well, you know what? I don't know. But I do know the budget for this is not very high. So it's not like they have, hundreds of millions of dollars to produce this. I think they got a healthy budget, but it's not a huge budget. So I would wager to think we probably would see a lot of I don't know. It could go either way. We could see CGI. Or we could see practical effects. It just depends on, I guess, how you do which one of them, or how you do them is cheaper. The way you execute them, which is cheaper, CGI or practical effects. Sometimes practical effects are much more expensive than CGI. So, I don't know. We'll see. All right. All right. So I wonder if I can make this bigger. What do you guys think about this choice as Raiden? I can't make it bigger. I like this choice as Raiden. I can never pronounce his name. That's why I'm saying this choice. Let me try it. Tadanabu Asano. I think that's how you say it. All right, so Cornbread is saying the budget is like 50 mil. That's not a lot of money for a Mortal Kombat movie. It really isn't. You know what? Adric, I wouldn't mind seeing the Widow play Melina. I really wouldn't mind that. And Sonny can pick whatever role he wants, actually, in this. I wouldn't mind seeing Sonny play Liu Kang, actually. That'd be kind of cool. But I like him. I mean, I've liked him in the Thor movies, too. So I think he's a good choice, too. Oh, was it? Wow, so Cornbread said it's the same amount for the original. That's interesting. Because if they spent $50 million on the original Mortal Kombat movie, when that movie first came out, that was a lot of money back then. That's really interesting. So that goes to show you how far we've come in movie making. Because that movie, comparatively speaking to a lot of the stuff we see today, does not look even near as close as good as some of the stuff we have presently. And I know we're much more advanced, but it's really interesting that the budget is the same. And that movie was made a long time ago. Yeah, $50 million today, man, is not a lot of money. Not for a movie. Yeah, Wu would be a beast of a Liu Kang. I think so, too. But he is, I agree with you there, Cornbread, too, though. That he is older. That'd be hard to do unless they CGI'd him and made him younger. Which is an interesting side note. All right, this is totally off topic, but I'm thinking about it, so I got to say this to you. If you guys have seen any of the trailers for Gemini Man, there was an interview with Will Smith where he was saying that the person that plays the younger Will Smith is completely CGI. Completely computer generated. And if that is the case, that's crazy because, man, if it does not look real, I thought that was Will Smith and they maybe just did some de-aging of the face with CGI, but that whole person is CGI. Anyway, it just popped in my mind, so I figured I would share it. Hey, what's going on, Janan? So as you can see, man, we're just kind of, no worries, man. We just kind of going over the cast of Mortal Kombat because they just started shooting, so it is official. It's happening. All right. Let's keep going, you guys. Sonya Blade, Jessica McNamee. I don't know what. Oh, she was in the Meg. I actually liked the Meg. The Meg was pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. It was a shark movie I enjoyed. That's right. She did play Jason Statham's wife in the Meg. So she's playing Sonya Blade. Yeah. That's right. That's right. It has begun. I'm going to tell you who I would like to actually see in this role, who I think would be good in this role. I think from Wu Assassins or from Vikings, if you like her better in that, I think Catherine Winnick would be pretty good in this role. Because I think Catherine Winnick is a better actor than she portrays on Wu Assassins. If you've seen her in Vikings, she's really good. And also, she's like a TKD black belt. She might be like a second or third degree Taekwondo black belt. I think she'd be perfect for the role of Sonya Blade. I don't know this person at all. So I have no idea. If anybody knows her and can speak up for her. Cornbread, what do you know about her? I mean, I know that she was in the Meg. That's all I know. I've never seen her in anything else. Yeah, Adric, but I don't know where you would have put Jason Statham in this movie. Like, who would you have him be in this movie? Would you put him as... I don't even know who you would put him as. Would you put a beard on him and make him Kano? Who would you have him? Who would you have him be, rather? Okay, good. Good. So Cornbread said she can act. And I don't know about you guys, but as I said, for me, man, I need performances. Because as I said before, I'm telling you, if the performances are good here, and we'll get back to the list in a second, but if the performances are good, man, you're talking about something I think that has real potential. I think everybody initially is not going to take this very seriously. I think that most people are going to go to the theater and say, I just want to see somebody's spine get pulled out of their back or their heart ripped out or something like that, or, you know, hear flawless victory or whatever. But if they get surprised by good acting and a good story, when I tell you that this thing could have longevity, I really do think it could have longevity, especially if it's a hard R, which I think it's going to be. Like I said, people are saying it's going to be on the level of oh man, what, my mind is gone, man. Like I can't remember anything. It's going to be on the level of I can't even remember his name. What's his name? From Marvel. What is wrong with me? Somebody tell me his name. Two swords, red and black outfit. The Merc with the mouth. It's like right on the tip of my tongue, man. That's what's happening. I can't remember the name. Deadpool. That's his name. Oh, wow. Okay. Okay, Jinhan. Yeah, Deadpool. Thanks. You see the grades coming in, man. That's what happens. It's a sign of you. It's a sign of losing your memory. So that's good. If she was a stunt double, then that's good too. And I heard the thing's gonna be like crazy graphic, like I said, hard R. Like you're talking some some video game fatalities. So, all right, cool, Mania. Okay, you guys. So let's keep going. All right, so we have Jessica as Sonya Blade. Just to fill you in, for anybody else that jumped in with Jen Han, my big gripe about the cast list we had so far is I'd really like to see Michael Jai White as Jax, but I don't know what happened to Josh's picture, but Josh Lawson is playing Kano. I don't really know him either. Apparently he was on Superstore for a while, you can see there, and then he was on House of Lies. I haven't seen any of those episodes as well, but he's playing Kano, so. Now, yeah, Deadpool was hilarious. Now, I do think you could put an actor in there as Kano that may not be as good of a martial artist because Kano really was not a huge martial artist in the game. Is much more of a brawler. So I think you could get away with that, especially if Jason Lawson can act. Then I think that will work. And then we got a few characters that haven't been cast yet. So I don't know. Has anybody heard like a final word on my man right here? What does Lewis have on his head? This guy is crazy. So I don't know what Lewis is playing, but apparently they're still looking for a role for him. Does anybody have any word on that? On what's going on with Lewis? Because I don't know. But I'd like to see him in this too. I think he could be pretty good. All right, and Chen Han as Shang Tsung. What do you guys think about that choice? Hey, what's going on, Javon? No worries, man. Jump right in. We're just going through the cast of Mortal Kombat. Yeah, that was my bad. I gotta figure out how to send out reminders for the live stream. But you're fine. You're good. So what do you guys think about this choice? Chen Han as Shang Tsung. I mean, I will tell you, I think so too. I think so too, man. I'm telling you, when you think about the list that we've seen, as I said before, there are no real Hollywood A-listers, but I haven't seen, of the folks that I know of anyway, I haven't seen anybody on the list that I've known that's a poor actor. And that for me makes it exciting because then like we have potential, as I said, for a real movie here, not just a fatality fest. And this guy can act. So you can see right there, he's been in The Dark Knight, he was in Skyscraper, but I feel like he can carry things. So, you know, I'm excited about that. I hope they don't nerf everyone, Javon. I hope, man. I hope if they're going to make the movie, right? Like, because it makes no sense to nerf the people. If they're going to make the movie. Now, if they do have to nerf people, it might be for the sake of budget because some of you guys that are just hopping on, Cornbread was saying they only have $50 million to make this movie. That's not a lot of money when you think about making a Mortal Kombat movie and all that can go on in a movie like that. Even like I could see the world building eating up a lot of that. And then when you think about the different fatalities and all that kind of stuff, the different specialties that the characters have, that's not a lot of money. That is not a lot of money. Yes, Raiden is in the movie. Let's keep going because Raiden might be next. Yes, sir. Oh no, that's Scorpion. See, so this is an example of what I mean. This is what example because this guy can act. Like he's fantastic, man. I mean, you guys may have saw him in Westworld. He was in something else too. Was he in The Last Samurai? I think he was in The Last Samurai as well. Oh, we did. That's right. We did look at Raiden. Thanks, Cornbread. He was in the Wolverine. That's right. Yeah, this guy can act. So we got him a Scorpion. I'm feeling good about the cast, honestly. I feel like the performances are going to be pretty good. Yeah, he was an absolute beast in The Last Samurai. He was awesome. That is probably, of Tom Cruise movies, that's probably one of my top 10 movies. He was really good. Yep. I agree, Jinhan. So, I mean, of the choices we've seen so far, I'm feeling pretty good about them. And I also feel like James Wan probably had a hand in the casting, even though he's executive producer, if I'm remembering correctly. But I feel like he would make sure that you get some folks in here that can actually act. It wouldn't just be folks that can fight essentially. So Javon, I'm gonna scroll back up, you guys, so Javon can see Sonya. There is no Johnny Cage yet, unless you guys have heard something. He's not been casted yet, and I think that that's one of the things that people were talking about. So Jessica McNamee is playing Sonya Blade. And I don't know if Johnny Cage is going to be in the story. I don't know how they're doing that. But I do know that they have started shooting. But I think that there are still some folks that they're courting for different roles. So I think Lewis is one of them. So they're not quite sure, I believe, how they're going to use him yet. But he's in talks. So, and that, unless that's been solidified and I just missed it. I think that's it. I think that's all we have for the cast so far. All right. I don't think so, Javon. We just saw Liu Kang. Let me go back up and see if I can show him to you. I think we saw Liu Kang. Maybe we didn't. There we did. Yes, we did. That's Liu Kang. Oh, it's going to be an absolute bloodbath, Cornbread. It's going to flow red. There's no question about that. Man, oh man, oh man. I don't know what's up with Kitana. Does anybody know, do we have a Kitana? Because I don't think that she's been casted yet, but she has to be coming. Because she was the core of at least the original game, and I don't see how they could not have her in this, but I haven't seen any images of her, and I don't know of who is playing Kitana. I don't know if anyone else can shed some light on that, but... All right, so let me show you guys, though, what does make me nervous about this. And it may have been Cornbread who said I shouldn't be nervous about first-time directors, and he pointed out the Russo brothers. I think that was Cornbread that talked me off the ledge the last live stream when I said I was nervous. This is what makes me nervous. Simon. What has he done? This is his first feature film, I know. I don't know if he's done any small indie films, any small independent films. I'm a little bit at ease about this, with the fact that, again, Juan is executive producer, but I don't know who he is. Who is he? Can anybody speak to his credibility? Can anybody speak to his ability? I'm definitely going to give it a chance, Javon. There's no question about that. I'm going to see it. But I'm a little bit nervous about it. So this is one point that makes me nervous about what's going on with him. Wait, Cobra. From what I've been told, Luke Cage has been casted, but will be towards the end of the hype. Are you serious? Are you serious right now, Cobra, or are you playing around? Okay. All right. Oh, wow. Cobra said that Coulter's going to be in, I think, the second film possibly, but you didn't say who he was playing. Okay, so if Simon is a friend of Juan, then I feel better about that too, because I like James Wan and I respect his abilities. Okay, so let's talk about the second part of this that makes me nervous. Nope, that's not it. Oh man, did I get rid of it? Ah, you guys, I did. I was looking for the writer. Let me see if I can find the writer, pull her up. Because the writer had me a little bit shook up as well. Because again, first time screenplay writer. and might be fine, but I don't know. All right, I'm just pulling it up here, you guys. Bear with me for a second because I want to see who this is. Because I want to know if some of you guys know who she is or who he is. Because I have no idea. I don't know why I said James Wan is the writer. He's not the writer. Is he? No, he's not. Oh, wait a minute. Wait. All right, let me switch this over so you guys can see this. Is that right? Ed Boon, I don't know who that is. And Greg Russo. I mean, that's what it says, Jinhan. It's right there. Oh. Yeah, you're right about that. Hey, man, it's been a long day, Jinhan. It's been a long day, brother. All right. All right, hold on. Let's see. Okay. Okay. So that's good. So that makes me feel better too, Jinhan. So maybe things will be okay. All right, you guys. So I want to switch gears a little bit here and talk some superhero stuff. And I don't know if it was Cobra. Was it you who said you wanted to get into some superhero stuff, or was that Envy? I don't think Envy's on. Somebody said that to me. Can't remember if that was you or not, Cobra. But anyway, a couple of things I want to talk about here when we're getting into some superhero stuff. Number one, I'm curious to know how many of you guys saw the second episode of Titans, and if you did, what you thought about it. Anybody see that second episode of Titans? Is it crickets out there? Nobody? I know somebody saw it. Yeah, man, I'm really digging it, Jinhan, and now even with what we've learned just from that second episode, I'm like, man, okay, because I can tell you that I wasn't super excited about Deathstroke, so, but when I saw the second episode, I was like, okay, not a bad choice at all. You haven't seen any episodes of Titans? Edric, so you got to check it out. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. I do agree with that, Jinhan. Like the premiere, it did feel really rushed. and it was strange how they did that. And some folks said they should have had that at the end of the first season, and I agree. I'm not really sure why they did what they did with the premiere. It did feel rushed, and then Trigon himself looked awful. I mean, that was just like a CGI mess, really. They should have went practical effects all the way with him, because when he was outside the house, I was like, man, somebody break out the Crayolas, because I think I can do a better job than that. It was really bad. Yeah, I'm actually excited about that too, Cornbread. Like I'm excited to see what we get from Titans. So, welcome back, Mania. We switch gears now. We're talking Teen Titans. So I'm looking forward to the rest of that. I'm looking forward to the return of Doom Patrol. Definitely looking forward to the return of Umbrella Academy. I don't know when that's going to happen. From what I've heard, there's nothing definitive on the books, but man, I loved Umbrella Academy. That's a show on Netflix that totally took me by surprise, and I was like, good grief, this show is good. Yeah, man, if you can, Adric, it's good. Check it out. Oh, so you did start watching Umbrella Academy. You like it? Yeah, it's good, Jinhan. It's a different. You know what Umbrella Academy reminds me of, and not. It's different, but it kind of feels a little bit like The Boys in the sense that it's kind of a deconstructed superhero movie. Not to the extent that The Boys are, obviously, but it kind of has that tone of The Boys. And a lot of people say that Umbrella Academy also reminds them of Doom Patrol as well. So if you like Doom Patrol, you'll probably like the Umbrella Academy. So Mania, are you saying you like the cartoon for Teen Titans, but not the show Titans? General in the house. What's going on, man? No worries. You missed our whole Mortal Kombat discussion, though. Now we're talking Teen Titans. Or we're talking Titans, rather. Yeah, it's definitely like X-Men 2. It's definitely like X-Men 2. I agree with that, Jahan. Yep, Cobra. Jinhan was saying the same thing. Agreed. No worries, man. No worries, General. Yeah, that pesky little thing we have to do to keep the lights on. Understood. John, what's going on, man? I did have a good birthday. You know what I did for my birthday? I was so tired from my job that I literally came home and I think I may have watched something and I went to sleep. So that's literally what I did. But we didn't really do any big celebration for it because my wife and I said we would do something later because I didn't want the restriction of not being able to stay out or stay up as late as I could because I had to go to work the next day. So we're going to do something on the weekend. But it was good, man. Came home, got some rest, and got in the bed. Yep. Deathstroke is in there. And also, I didn't see this. I don't know if anybody saw it, but I think they may have actually shown the Nightwing costume because I think in this season, I know there was some buzz about Nightwing actually coming into the show, but I think so. Now, I think the Nightwing actually is going to be joining the show this season, so I mean, there's a lot of good stuff going on. Like, so now, man, let me tell you guys, when I think about Titans, and I think about all the stuff that's coming out with streaming, and like a lot of folks are really excited about Disney Plus. Some of you guys, it may have been Jen Han, somebody mentioned The Mandalorian, which they're really excited about. I'm telling you, remember I said it. What's today's date? Today's the 19th. That there are going to be so many choices of good shows to watch across the streaming platforms that I think it's going to be crazy. And I think that what Disney is going to do with linking some of their Marvel shows, especially to some of their movies, it's gonna be crazy, man. So for those of us that love this kind of stuff, it's just like it's gonna be like crack, man. Like we can't. I'm super excited about that. It's probably gonna be expensive to pay for all the platforms, but Disney coming in at $5 a month, whew, man. I'm telling you, I'm excited. I thought so. That's where it was leaked, Jinhan, on Twitter. So Adric, Batman or Bruce Wayne was shown in Titans season 2, episode 1 at the end. I don't know how much of him we will actually see in Titans. I don't know. Maybe somebody else in the community can tell us. Anybody know what we're going to see? If we're going to really see Batman, or are we really more or less going to see Bruce Wayne? I don't know. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff, General, man. There's so much stuff coming out. I mean, I'm still geeked about The Witcher. All right, so I got to say this again. I know I say it a lot. And again, I'm not getting anything from Audible, but my God, if you have not read the Witcher books and you want to really get a rich background of what's going on with this show outside of the video game, if this show is anywhere close to the books, man, oh man, if this show is anywhere close to the books, again, you heard me say it right here, September the 19th, 2019, this is the show that really could capture a lot of the Game of Thrones audience. I'm tempted to say that the Lord of the Rings series could do that as well, but I'm leaning more towards The Witcher because The Witcher probably is going to be a lot more graphic than the Lord of the Rings series is. I hope anyway. Like I hope they don't try and make the Lord of the Rings series anything like the like Game of Thrones in terms of its the nature of the show, because that's not what Lord of the Rings is. So I hope Amazon doesn't do that. But The Witcher, pretty close in terms of like the graphic nature of Game of Thrones. Man, The Witcher's gonna be great. I'm telling you guys, The Witcher's gonna be great. Audible, get the books. The best. I've never in my life heard an audiobook reading like that. And it's Peter Kinney who does it, and he does all of the voices. It's mind blowing. It's so good. Okay, I'm done. Let's get back on topic. Yep, Henry Cavill's playing The Witcher. Yeah, so John, man, I wonder what would happen if I put an audiobook link up in the stream. I wonder if you guys could get it. I want to see if I can pull it up. All right, keep discussing. Let me see if I can pull it up and put the link in the stream. If I can do that, then you guys can get at least the first book for free. That's something. Let me see if I can just pull it up real quick. No way, Cornbread. Why do you think that about Lord of the Rings? I think it's going to be awesome. All the money they're sinking into that. All right, you got to defend that comment, Cornbread. I got to know why you think that. Yeah, I have that too for Game of Thrones, Cobra, as well. But it's not even the audiobook for Game of Thrones is not near as good as what it is for The Witcher. For The Witcher is I'm telling you, it's crazy good, man. All right, let's see if I can log on to Audible and put a link up. If they shut down my account, you guys know that this wasn't a good idea. But they shouldn't. They should be happy. This is exposure. All right, let's log in. Okay, so you're saying the second age is boring. I actually think it's going to be pretty good, Cornbread. And from some of the stuff I've seen, it looks like it's going to have some elements in it that's going to spice it up a little bit. So I will give you that. I have heard people say that too, that the second age is not as dynamic as some of the stuff we've seen so far. But I've heard other people say it depends on how they tell the story. So I don't know. We'll see. That's fair enough. Fair enough, because I have heard other people say that. All right, let me see. Let me sign in. All right, guys, so bear with me. I'm going to sign in here, and I'm going to see if I can actually put up a link to the audio book right in the stream. And then you guys can just click the link, and you can get that first one for free. If I can remember the daggone password. All right. That is a good point too, Cobra. It does have a loyal fan base. Lord of the Rings has the fan base that apparently Superman has, because everybody has me losing my mind with the whole Superman Homelander video. You guys remember that thing came out a while ago, and I still get a ton of different comments about how I'm nuts for saying that Homelander could possibly beat Superman. They think I'm crazy. All right. Come on. Jeez. No, I'm not new to Amazon. Now get in gear and accept the password. I believe that. Maybe I should do a video about that. Icon versus Superman. Superman has some die-hard fans, and I'm actually not even mad at that choice. Like, I can totally see how people would say that, honestly. And plus, I didn't really specify the parameters enough, because people were bringing in all kinds of retcons and all that kind of stuff, which is on me, because I didn't say who we were talking about in terms of Superman. So. So I got to read that, Cornbread. I actually have that on audiobook too. Icon's a beast. He's you know what I would like to see? I'd like to see Icon go against Blue Marvel. I'd like to see who comes out on top with that. All right, guys. So I'm still looking this up, because I really want to put this in the chat so that you guys can take advantage of the free audiobook. But I'm also curious to know what you guys think about Crisis on Infinite Earth coming to the CW. How you guys feel about that? I don't even really watch Arrow. I think I saw a few episodes of it, and I'm trying to catch up on The Flash right now. But I'm pretty excited about Crisis on Infinite Earth, even though, and please correct me if I'm wrong here, but I heard it's not a whole bunch like the DC story. That's where I'm really confused about Crisis on Infinite Earth. Like, I don't understand what's happening here. It's only because I haven't heard it. What did Cobra say? Because I haven't really been following it a whole bunch. So I know that Crisis on Infinite Earth in the comics was pretty much a reboot or a reset of DC, but I don't think that's happening in the Arrowverse, or am I wrong about that? I don't know. Yes, sir, Cornbread. I saw that. Tom Welling is back, baby. I was real excited to see that. I was like, okay, because that was one of my favorite TV superhero shows. I was sad that thing went off. So I get that, Javon, but I don't know. I guess my overall question is, are they doing Crisis on Infinite Earth because they're trying to do some kind of CW DC reboot? I feel kind of foolish for asking that, because I haven't really been digging into it, but I'm figuring that maybe some of you guys who are following the CW shows would know. Okay. So that's helpful, Javon. Cool. I just didn't know if they were trying to do some kind of reboot or not, and that's why we were getting what we were getting. All right. Copying the link. Paste. But I am excited about that, though. Really, almost completely off of the strength of Tom Welling coming back as Superman, because I thought he was he's my favorite Superman on TV of all time. I love Smallville. Another Al and Miles production. Salute to Into the Badlands. All right, changing my password. Oh, wait a minute. I think I saw like the first couple of episodes of Arrow. I don't know why I stopped watching Arrow. It might have been just because it was too much to try and keep up with everything. So, all right, I'm in my Audible library. Let's see if I can share this book. Let's see. You guys should probably start with The Last Wish. Let's see if I can share it. Where is it? Okay. Okay, here we go. Open. Also heard too that that it's going to cross over into Black Lightning and Legends of Tomorrow. So I'm interested to see how this goes with Crisis on Infinite Earth. Why they're not letting me share it. Little buggers. Anyway, all right, you guys. I was trying to pull it up so I could put the link in the chat, but it's not letting me do it on my computer. Well, if you get the audiobook, go with The Last Wish. That's the first one you want to start with. There's a ton of different books, but The Last Wish. You're at work. How many of you guys, I'm curious, are on the West Coast? Because I'm in Maryland on the East Coast. Some of you guys is like 6 o'clock. All right, yeah. Yep, it's not allowing me to do it. Man, I'm upset about that because I surely wish I could put that in chat, but it's okay. It's all good. Oh, wow. That's cool, Jonesy. What time is it there? What time is it in Canada? Or are we on the same time? We're in the same time zone. Cornbread down south, and that's like the perfect name for someone down south, cornbread. Because it's definitely southern, or that's what we consider it here in Maryland. Okay, you guys are 2 hours behind us then. All right, that's cool. That's cool. Also wanted to ask you guys this too, before we get ready to wrap up, because I gotta see if I can get to this movie theater on time. How many of you guys saw the Carnival Row? Somebody was making fun of me about Carnival Row. It might have been Cobra. Was that you making fun of me, Cobra, for saying Carnival Row looked like it was going to be good? I think you were teasing me in the comments about that. Anybody see Carnival Row? I know some of you guys saw Carnival Row. Yeah, that was. I knew it was you. Did you see any of it? All I'm gonna say, if you haven't seen any of it, it's worth checking out, and I think it's getting pretty decent reviews. Appreciate it, Jonesy. Yeah, man, Warrior is good, man. Warrior is fantastic. I mean, and when they come back for the second season, I can't even imagine. Like, if the writing remains good, I think Warrior has a long, long life ahead of it. And it didn't win, but it got nominated for an Emmy. But what I hope doesn't happen to Warrior is kind of what happened to ITB, in the sense that Warrior did not get a whole bunch of press, but people should be watching, especially with its nomination. But not a lot of people know about Warrior, which is surprising to me, considering how good the show is. The word of mouth hasn't really gotten around about Warrior. But oh, you know what? So I already started, man. I already started watching it. As a matter of fact, I'm looking forward, Javon, to reviewing it, but I've already started watching it. Kind of reminds me of Lost a little bit. Me too, Jinhan. I hope they keep going and going. The only thing that worries me a little bit about Warrior is them exhausting the storyline if they don't expand it beyond San Francisco. And I don't know that they can. Like, I don't know what Bruce Lee's daughter and the show writers, I don't know what they're thinking in terms of how the show goes. I don't know if they're going to keep it in San Francisco because it's a bit of a docudrama, but it's not. It's still really classified as a fiction. Or are they going to move it beyond that point? I mean, technically, they could take it beyond that point because it's not a documentary. It is a fictional drama, but they do have a lot of historically accurate elements in it. So, I don't know. We'll see what they do with the writing, man. But Warrior's fantastic. It's awesome. Matter of fact, I gotta reach out to Jason again too, because we still need to do that interview. Maybe we can try and interview Jason Tobin on the live stream. But the last time I reached out to him, he was doing some things with his family, and I didn't want to be that guy to be like, "Hey man, do you remember when you said you were gonna do the interview?" But I am gonna reach out to Jason again. who plays Young June on Warrior, because he said that he was going to come on and answer some fan questions. So, but anyway, I say all that to say, when I was going back and forth with him on Instagram, and I said something to him about seeing if we can get Daniel on the show, because those two are good friends. And I don't know if he was joking or not, but he said he should mention something to the show writers about that. Now, he could have been completely joking. I want to make sure I make that clear in case he sees something like this. But that would be awesome, man, to see Daniel do a pop-up role on Warrior would be, woo, that'd be great. All right, so DeMarcus is saying check out Time Trap on Warrior. Okay, man, that's a good tip, because I'm always looking to see what's good on Warrior. I mean on Netflix. So I'll check. As a matter of fact, you know what, Marcus, I'm gonna write that down so I don't forget it. All right, man. If we could get Daniel on Warrior, that'd be fantastic. That dude is such a nice dude, man. It's crazy. The other day, he reached out to me on Instagram and asked me what my shirt size was. So, and I think he's gonna send like a T-shirt in the mail. But he's just been awesome. Like, he sent a big poster. I think the last big ITB poster with him kneeling down with the sword in the ground, and he signed that. I haven't put that up yet. Eventually, I'll probably do something or do some differences with the set. But he sent me that. He sent me an autographed copy of Kung Fu magazine. He's just a really nice guy, man. I mean, it's really, I feel like we've been really fortunate to be able to connect with him the way that we have here in the community, and the interviews that he's done, and Sherman and other guys who, I don't know if you guys know Chris and Mike from Third Person Podcast. We did a couple things together with our channels, but they've interviewed a lot of the folks from ITB. Man, those are some special people on that show. They really, really are some special people, man. Show that poster to us. Let's see if I can. It's actually behind me. So it's still in the... Sorry, I go out of focus. It's still in the plastic here. Let me see if I can take it out. But I haven't put it up yet. Actually, I was in the process of getting it mounted so that I could put it in the frame, which I will eventually. All right, guys, I'm gonna slide back and see if you guys can see it. But see, you signed it. You guys see it? It's a cool dude, man. Daniel, man, he's an amazing guy, man. An amazing guy. So that's the poster he sent. So my plan is to find a way to put that up. But I'm gonna get it mounted, and I'm gonna put it in a frame and all that kind of good stuff. So, but yeah, he's an awesome dude. And I don't know if I told, so listen to this, you guys. Listen to this. True story, by the way. The first interview I did with Daniel, and we were on for probably 2 hours. I don't think I've ever shared this with you guys, but it's good for you to know, because it gives you an idea of the type of person that he is. We were on for 2 hours. Great interview. When I tell you that the next day when I went to try and upload the interview and just do like some minor tweak edits, the whole footage was gone. There were like purple bars running across the whole footage. Do you know that this guy did the interview over with me again? I think it was a few days later, and that very same day, or maybe it was the next day, but it was early the next day, he was on his way to Hong Kong, and he still redid the interview with me. I'm telling you, man, he is a great, great dude. So, man, it's so crazy to have been fortunate enough to connect with him, just off of the love of ITBs. Man, they're all great, man. I actually had an interview with Stephen Fung as well, and Daniel helped make that connection. But that interview went south as well because the audio was really bad on that. I was still learning like the technical part of that. And I thought Stephen Fung was going to have a fit. I was like scared. So I sent him a message on Skype saying, "Man, I'm so sorry, Stephen, but the audio went bad on it." And I didn't dare ask him to re-record it because he spent a long time with me as well. It was supposed to be a short amount of time, and that interview was probably about an hour or so. And he was just talking about production value. And I couldn't get it up. It was so bad I couldn't get it up. But even his response was like, "No worries, man. No worries, man. It happens." I was like, wow, these guys are like unicorns, man. These guys are awesome. So anyway. Yeah, he's a great guy. He's a great guy. Sherman Augustus, all those guys, man, are really awesome. And I really would like to have interviewed the Widow as well, but just wasn't able to do that. But Mike and Chris from Third Person Podcast, you guys could actually go there and check out some of their playlists because they've got some really good interviews from some folks on the show. Everyone from actors to producers to writers to they interviewed Lapari, who was the costume designer for season 1. So they got some awesome stuff on their channel. All right, you guys, I gotta go try and make this movie. You know what? If I can get the link to to The Witcher, I'm gonna put it in the community section. So keep your eyes open for it. And all right, guys, thank you so much. I'm gonna try and see if I can get the reviews out for Ad Astra, which is getting phenomenal reviews. People are saying like that thing's crazy good. And Rambo 2, they'll be spoiler free. I'm gonna try and get them out before I go. I'm actually going away for the weekend. I won't be back until Sunday. So, or I might actually do them while I'm away. Just be a different background. So, anyway, yeah, Emily's awesome, Javon. Yeah, that's my girl. Like, I love her. She's awesome. All right, guys, thanks so much. You guys have been awesome. I will see you guys on Monday night. I will put up, let me make sure, is Cobra still on? I will put up a poll in the community tab to see if you guys want to switch from Monday to Sunday night. I don't know, man. I don't know, Cobra. We got a lot of football fans in here, but you know what? Sunday, Monday, they're both football nights, honestly. So, all right. So yeah, so we'll do that, man. And like I said, if the majority wants to switch to a Sunday night, that works for me as well. I'm flexible there because I don't have to get up early that next day and go to work. So yeah, I know, Cobra. It was supposed to be up 3 weeks ago. Good grief, man. So no, you're right. I was supposed to put it up 3 weeks ago. I will put it up by Friday. Boy, I shouldn't be talking to you anyway, Cobra. You were mean to me about Carnival Row, and that was a good show, man. So, all right, you guys. I'm going to get out of here while my self-esteem is still intact. I'll see you guys. At this point, I'll see you guys on I'll see you guys on Monday. I will put that poll up. We'll see what happens there. All right, everybody. Peace. I don't know where my thingy went. Where did my... Man, that messed up my smooth entrance. Or my smooth exit.
You done?
I am not done. Almost done.